I don't mean to be a bad influence, but we met in the club, and now we're a family of 13. Look at this fucking science experiment they got going. Oh my God. I don't know if I approve. Can we get white couples to do this, please?
And get scared. This is 16 years ago.
In order for a culture to maintain itself for more than 25 years, there must be a fertility rate of 2.11 children per family.
You gotta have at least over 2 kids to preserve your cultural identity.
Historically, no culture has ever reversed a 1.9 fertility rate. A rate of 1.3, impossible to reverse. As the population shrinks, so does the culture. As of 2007, the fertility rate in France was 1.8. England, 1.6. Greece, 1.3. Germany, 1.3.
You understand? These are unsustainable numbers. You're gonna die out as a culture.
Italy, 1.2. Spain, 1.1. Across the entire European Union of 31 countries, the fertility is a mere 1.38.
Bye-bye, cultures.
In a matter of years, Europe as we know it will cease to exist. Population of Europe is not declining.
Why?
Why? Immigration. Islamic immigration. Of all population growth in Europe since 1990, 90% has been Islamic immigration. France, 1.8 children per family. Muslims, 8.1.
How the hell are you going to keep up with these numbers? Muslims have large families. Remember, this is 16 years ago, this video.
In southern France, traditionally one of the most populated church regions in the world, there are now more mosques than churches. 30% of children ages 20 and younger are Islamic. In the larger cities such as Nice, Marseille, and Paris, that number has grown to 45%.
That's 16 years ago. Listen, almost...
By 2027, 1 in 5 Frenchmen will be Muslim. In just 39 years, France will be an Islamic republic. In the last 30 years, the Muslim population of Great Britain rose from 82,000 to 2.5 million.
Ouch! Immigration, procreation, your days are numbered. You're cooked.
Yo, so we back in here for another edition of F-ya-Motha, and I think people fearmonger too much. What I mean by that is, like, this guy is going through the notion that people's culture will cease to exist, namely Europeans. And while that's possibly true or partially true, there'll just be a different version of whatever the fuck Europeans are, right? So I'll give you an example. Romans are Western European people, right? From Western Europe all the way down to Italy. You have people that are Italian, are basically New Age versions of people from Rome, and Western Europe. So, like, you still have different variations of the people. Certain things have changed. I mean, before people were Romans, they were Etruscans or Etrusquians. They were darker skinned people. There were a very small number of white people or white skinned people that were quote unquote Roman. So then there's that. It's not like people's phenotype change. Before Europeans were white skinned, they were brown skinned people. Through the great migration of people that fled up north to Eastern Europe and the Caucasus Mountains, then migrated to the Germanic regions of Europe, and then into parts of Italy and yada yada yada. Yeah, they whiten up. I don't think that like any culture really stays the same indefinitely. Before Hannibal had actually sacked southern Italy in 711, most of the people, for the most part, were lighter complexion, beige, olive color skinned people. Then when he sacked it, most of the people from southern Italy and Sicily became darker brown. So what are we talking about here? Culture as it pertains to people's art, literature, language, and stuff like that, give or take, will stay pretty much the same. Europeans have spoken English well over 1,000 years, give or take. When I say give or take, it may not be as much as 1,000 years, but it's not less than 500. It's somewhere in between. I'd have to roughly say people have been speaking English from England and Western Europe pretty much for about 800 years, right? With the invasion of the Normans to the European Empire, and the Renaissance in Great Britain, and so on and so forth. Saying that people's culture will change and it'll become an Islamic republic, I don't even know if that's necessarily bad or good. People like to demonize Islam. I know a lot of people that are Muslim. It's not all a bad like religion. Now, why it does get a bad rep because of extremists, radicals, Muslims. There are a lot of peaceful people that are Muslim than there are people that are extremists or radical. Just like there's more people that are peaceful that are Christian and Catholic than there are people that are evil, like the priest in the Roman Catholic Church or the KKK Klan. Do we go off and say all Christians are like the Klansmen? That's a Christian organization. No, that's stupid. So while it may be an Islamic republic, it might actually be more peaceful, honestly speaking, because you never hear Islamic on Islamic wars. I mean, just look at Yosef Arafat. Who was he warring with? The Zionists. Who was the Hamas warring with? The Zionists. I mean, time and time again, you have little factions that beef between each other. But for the most part, it's always the opposite. It's never Muslim on Muslim like that. If it is, it's like parts of Africa, parts of Syria, Yemen, places people really don't give a fuck about or want to go. But what I will say is, like this guy making this video, like him and the guy before I started talking, like, what do you want to do? The white people and Europeans aren't fucking and having that many kids. They're trying to further their careers and yada yada yada. Nobody's really trying to further the cultural or genetic lineage of white skinned people. I don't think that's intentional. I think people just have more important things. Like, if we don't carry on white people, will that really matter? I mean, realistically, if we got global warming, people gonna need more melanin to survive the UV rays from the sun, because it's gonna get warmer and hotter, right? You don't want people burning up, getting skin cancer all over the fucking place. So I would think that's a good thing, right? They're getting wiser. They're like, yo, maybe there won't be as many white people around, right? And it may be a good thing. Maybe we'll darken up so we can survive the UV ultraviolet rays. Just gonna put that out there. I'm just saying, you got to see the silver lining. And things that are bad, there's always some good. So yeah, then there's that. I noticed he didn't say shit about black people or Africans. You notice that? Our culture ain't going nowhere. We here. 1,000 years from now, people will still be celebrating black American culture, African culture, Afro beats, hip hop, R&B, all that fly nigga shit. It'll be like the Temptations in Motown back in the 60s in 2080. You gotta see the silver lining in all things, because I mean, like, what are you gonna do about it? You got the guy before I started talking doing a video, and then the guy in the video. They making these videos, they ain't fucking, probably got no bitches, and you worried about the white race continuing. First, worry on getting some pussy so you could help contribute to furthering the race. People always try to put the cart before the horse. Focus on the things that are important. Making videos about the problem isn't solving the fucking problem. Just gonna put that out there. In any event, if y'all like this episode, you know what to do, and I'm out.